Is there anything you do differently if you were to go back, like on day one, or like, do you have any regrets from, let's say, your experience with her?
Honestly, no. Like I see everything as like a learning experience, and that was the first person that I've ever fallen in love with. Like that
Mhm.
was the first like love at first sight
Wow.
situation. Like I have never in my entire life been that infatuated with someone by the day that I've met them. Like it was crazy. So I don't think I would change anything. I think I know now, and I learned a lot
For sure.
about myself. Do I regret a lot of stuff after the show? Yes, absolutely. I regret like how we went at each other, how we're going at each other online.
Yeah.
Like not, yeah. I just feel like there was a lot of things that we could have had a conversation about that didn't. Like today, like this morning, that's why I missed this interview. She just dropped a YouTube video like coming at me again for no reason. Like I don't know what's going on. Like I'm seeing someone now, I'm in a good place, and then she just randomly decided to drop a YouTube video trying to like attack me again. I'm like, look, like
Oh,
I've had my friends like try and reach out to make sure
yeah.
you're okay. I
Yeah.
tried to text you. I unblocked you. Like I wanted to talk to you, but yeah, I don't know. Like it's just a very weird situation. Like I will always have a soft spot for her. I always like think about her, and I still care about her, and I want her to be happy and like
Mhm.
in a good place, because that was the first person I ever loved. Like I thought this
Yeah.
was going to be the mother of my kids. So
Wow.
yeah, I would only
And
change the stuff up.
actually, now that you mentioned this, I don't think so, but was there another girl from the show that you might have been interested in? Since all fans really got to see were interactions with you and Francesca, I guess that's what the focus was on. But was there anything that maybe we didn't see, like other relationships that might have formed other than that?
Yeah, there was a couple
Secrets?
things. Yeah, there was. Like me and Lydia. I love Lydia. Like she's amazing. She's definitely um yeah, she's rare. She's golden. I think Lydia, like if we lived in the same country,
Okay.
if we were even in the same city, or like had an opportunity. If she came in from the start, it would have been a completely different show. Like Lydia's like glowing, and her energy is just unmatched. Like she's always just radiant, and when we talk all the time, and she's amazing. So I feel like that's the type of person. And we spent some time together after the show when
Okay.
I was single. So yeah, I just definitely she's probably the only one that would have questioned, like would have stopped me and
Yeah.
Francesca.
Were there any other moments that were caught on camera that you wish viewers would have seen?
I think there was like the start of the show where there was that kissing situation. The only reason why I did that to Francesca was a direct emotional like knee jerk reaction to something that she did that didn't end up getting aired, and that's why
Okay.
it was an emotional decision. It wasn't something I'm proud of. But I think regardless, it being at the start and being able to watch the growth and watch me kind of turn into more of a man and not a
Yeah.
little boy. I think that was, yeah, I think everything, like the show was perfect. Like I think what they did is
Okay.
is absolutely amazing. There's obviously, for my own sanity and for my sake and for the fans' sake, I would want um like a few of the scenes that happened that Francesca may not look in the best light to come out, because there was a reason why I did half the
Okay.
stuff that I did. But
Interesting.
then again, like I can't change the past, and
Right.
I'm happy with how everything went.
Well, have you tried online dating during the pandemic? And if so, what is your go-to pickup line? I know you just mentioned you're seeing someone now, so maybe that's a good entrance to that.
Yeah, I was on a date, like I was on a dating app for a little bit of it, but I realized it's just so much effort and energy and just boring. Like
Yeah.
it just sucks. It's like the same old conversations, like, hi, how are you? Where are you from? I always like try and spice it up because people get bored on those apps really easily. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, like it's always good to ask a question straight off the bat, or it's always good to just try and find something in their photo to like talk about. Maybe they've got a puppy, maybe they've got something like that. But I'm like a mega DM slider. Like I'm sliding in everyone's
Okay.
DM when I'm
Okay.
single. That's just how I approach it. I literally just will say hi with like a little love heart or something like that, just to see if there's interest. And if they don't reply after like a day or two, I just unsend it and I disappear.
My last question kind of ties into that. So it was like, what's next for Harry, and like in your personal life as well as in your love life? Obviously, you're still single, and you're like, well, I mean, I think you're still single. You're still young. Do you ever see yourself like getting married in the future?
Honestly, like this situation that I'm in right now, like I'm just seeing someone. It's still very, very fresh. She wants to have my kids. I'm very terrified. Like, it's just, I feel like if it was the right person, the right time, I would, be more than happy to get married, have kids right away, and get everything sorted. But I, I feel like I just have so much more living to do and stuff like that before I meet that person. And I just know that the universe has a plan. If she appears in my life, she will. If Francesca comes back in my life, she will. I
Yeah.
just have to stay on my path, know that everything's going to work itself out, be positive, and try and just be like a good little impact on the world. But there's shows and stuff in the works. There's a couple of things that are coming this year, which is exciting. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get into acting at some point as well. I really want to get into a
Nice.
movie. My big goal is to be in a Will Ferrell movie because yeah,
Okay.
that would be huge.
Wedding Crashers too.
Something like that. Yeah.